Hammies. Hello, Hammies. K1GMM Steve here in Vermont. Up early this morning, about 3 a.m., and got an email from a nice bloke from Zero Land here stateside asking me about the skin that I run on THETIS that's on my QRZ page. So I figured I'd do a quick little video of how I did that. So let's get right to it. Head over to the other screen. I'm going to show you the directory and where that image, the background image, is located. And this is important. So go to your Explorer, go to C drive, go to users, your username, app data, roaming, go down to open HP SDR, go to skins, and if you want to download a whole mess of skins, you can go to W1AEX. W1AEX. Just put that into Google or whatever search engine you got, and he's got a whole list of skins you can download. And I'm using currently the World Blue, K2GX World Blue. So click on the appropriate, all the skins are going to have the same the same image, name, okay? So they are not unique, and I'll show you, the image name is going to be the same in all the skins, and I'll show you how to get that image in there. So I'm on the K2GX World Blue, go to console, and down here, you'll see pick display. PICDISPLAY, pick display. This is the background image on your skin. So what you want to do is you want to go online, choose an image that you like, that you'd like to use on the background. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to import this into Photoshop. And what you want to do is you want to take the image that you download online and drag that into your image editing software. So let's do that. I'll just do it right from this directory, and I'll change screens. So this is the current image I'm using in THETIS. So you want to drag that image into your image editing software. Could be a JPEG, PNG. And first thing I want to check is image size. And so I have an image size of 1920 by 1080, which is my native resolution of my monitors. I use this, it works. If you're running a different resolution on your monitors, I don't know how it's going to work. My advice would be to format the image to the exact same display resolution that you run. So now that I've checked that, I'm running 1920 by 1080 on the displays. The image is 1920 by 1080. So you can add text to the image or whatever you want. Your call sign, any kind of text. And one thing I wanted to mention, remember I said that I run the World Blue skin. So think about this before you grab an image and determine which skin you want to use it in. I tend to associate the colors of the image with the skin, right? So they complement each other. Now, you don't necessarily have to do that. There's a lot of other skins that you can use, especially more modern looking, almost industrial, I would describe them, on the W1AEX page. So, you know, this is how you customize it. It's all to your personal preference, what you want it to look like. So you notice this has a lot of blue in it, this image. So I tended to go to a World Blue. Now, when I light up THETIS, I do have a little comment about that, which bothers me a little bit, but you have to make do with whatever. I don't know how to change a lot of the colors and stuff like that on the GUI. And I believe you can do that. You can go in and edit, but I don't have time for that. You know, stand by. I'm a little rough this morning, and I'm on a different microphone, and I'm going to be doing a video on this microphone following this video this morning, which I find very interesting. But that's not what this is about. So once you have this the way you want it, you have the text in there. If you're going to put text in, you don't have to. You can keep it simple and just leave the image. Just use the image. So what you want to do is you want to save this as a PNG. So in Photoshop, you don't need something outrageous with resolution. I suppose you can use it. You can either do a save as with an extremely high quality PNG, or you can do a save for web, which is plenty adequate. So let's save for web, and you want to select PNG, either PNG 8 or PNG 24. I don't know what the difference is. I'd go with a higher number. Maybe it's a higher quality. Who knows? So if you click that, whatever it is, it's got to be a PNG. It has to be a PNG when you put it back, when you overwrite the existing pic display in the THETIS roaming directory. Okay? Make sure your resolution is correct. Click save. And like if you click save here, direct it. Now you can, what I would do is I would save it to your desktop. Save it to your desktop, and then you can import it. So once that's done, I'm not going to do that because that's my, I'm using that right now. So once that's done, you can close Photoshop, save it to your desktop. And I'm confused as to what I'm doing here because it's early. It's about 5 o'clock. I've been up 2 hours, still haven't woken up yet. So I'll get back over here. So what you want to do is you want to grab that. Remember, it has to be named. When you name it, it has to be named pic display in the exact same format as this, right? So lowercase p, IC, uppercase, Delta, India, Sierra, Papa, Lima, Alpha, Yankee. It has to be named the exact same thing, and it has to be saved as a PNG file. Okay, you can see the properties right there. It says PNG file 1920 by 1080. That's the one I already imported in, and that's the one I'm using. So what you want to do is you want to drag that into this directory and overwrite the existing pic display. Now, before you do that, my advice to you would be to right-click on the existing pic display in the skin and do a copy, and then paste that into a folder somewhere in your computer and name it like whatever skin that you're importing the pic display into, the new one. Name it. Name a folder, let's say World Blue, like what I'm using, and copy that pic display into that folder. So if you ever want to go back to the default, all you have to do is just drag that into this directory and overwrite it, and it'll go back to the way it was. You don't have to reinstall the entire skin. You see what I'm saying? So I would do that first. So once you drag the new pic display in, overwrite it, you can go ahead and open THETIS. Come on. And there it is. Now, once you get into THETIS, you can go to Setup, Appearance, RX Display, choose that tab, and the background is your image that you the pic display that you just brought in there and overwrote the old one. That's the new one. That's what you see on the screen. And your alpha controls how bright the PIC display is. So you're going to have to find a balance between, if it's a very busy image, sometimes the brighter it is, the more it will interfere with the spectrum. Now, the really cool thing about THETIS is that it has this three-dimensional effect where your filter window and all of the waterfall information it's transparent, pseudo-transparent, and you can see right through it. So you can see the image through it, and which is really cool. So it has this three-dimensional effect. You're just going to have to play with the alpha, right? And all of the other functions in here still work. So you can set your separator wherever you'd like. All right. Let's see. There was, I thought, one more thing, but I can't. Oh, of course, the most important thing. If you don't have image editing software and you'd like me to create one for you, I will certainly do that. However, I will not go back and forth with you to fine tune. I just don't have time to do that. I can create one of these in, just a couple minutes. I will send it to you. It will be labeled correctly, named correctly with the correct extension, PNG, and all you'll have to do is just drag it into that directory, overwrite it, boom, you're off and running. Just tell me what you want as far as text. You can grab an image online and send me a link to that image, or send that image to me and I will format it and I will edit it, and I'll put in there whatever you want as far as text, and I will send it to you. So if that's what you like me to do, I'm certainly willing to do that. It doesn't take much time. Super, super simple. So that's it, folks. Email good on QRZ. And don't forget to check the website. I will be posting this video on the website for future reference with a whole separate page. 7.3. I'll be back with some interesting things regarding audio and the microphone. And yes, this profile I have currently is an ESSB profile, hybrid Voodoo. And I can push it way further than this. And we'll be back with that. 7.3 all.